The 7 Stoic Secrets on Using Weaknesses to Seduce Women. Stoic Life Lessons. Love is made up of one soul living in 2 bodies. Have you ever had the feeling, Aristotle, that no matter how hard you try, you just can't manage to get a lady to notice you? Have you ever considered what might be different? In this video, I'm going to divulge certain secrets that not many people are aware of. Enjoy winning Stoic. We'll look at the 7 subtly effective ways to draw in women. Suggestions drawn from the ages-old wisdom of the Stoics. These keys aren't just the general tips you hear everywhere. Instead, they're nuanced tactics that have real impact. Stay with us to the very end to learn these priceless tips. While you watch, consider how you may use these ideas to improve and enhance your own life. What conclusions most appeal to you? Let us know in the comments section below. Additionally, for more Stoic life lessons, remember to like and subscribe. Now let's get started. First and foremost, learn how to be silent. In order to fully understand the art of seduction through Stoic life lessons, one must first the tremendous influence of quiet in our fast-paced, noisy world. Those who are adept at being silent stand out right away. The ancient Greek Stoic philosophers placed a strong emphasis on the value of stillness. As a method of introspection and comprehension before to speaking quietly, they felt that is a potent weapon that communicates self-control rather than just the lack of words, and strengthens one's character, as the Stoic philosopher Tetus aptly observed. We can listen twice as much as we say because we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. This idea serves as a foundation for practicing Stoicism. This provides an important lesson for contemporary relationships. Picture yourself having a conversation, and you decide to actually listen rather than planning out your next move. By doing this, you demonstrate true interest and respect, in addition to improving your understanding of the speaker. A deeper connection is established when someone listens intently because they feel heard and appreciated. Additionally, being silent emanates mystery, and people are drawn to those who do. People don't divulge every detail about themselves right once. They start to show greater interest and curiosity. This inquisitiveness can greatly heighten their attraction to you. Think back to a time in your own life when you learned to be silent during a challenging talk. You were able to discern the other person's genuine emotions by making the decision to listen intently, and use this effective instrument in a way that fortifies your relationship, not simply to establish a connection with others, but also to engage in introspection before speaking. It demonstrates your value for the discourse because you are taking the time to consider what you have said and show consideration for others. This shows maturity and wisdom, traits that appeal to everyone. While embracing these austere life teachings into your regular conversations can result in significant adjustments. The next time you're having a discussion, keep in mind to take a moment to listen, think, and then react. Your relationships can be transformed by using this straightforward yet effective strategy, becoming more genuine and meaningful. Learning the art of stillness entails more than just adopting Stoicism's central tenet, but also fostering circumstances that allow sincere relationships to grow. Considering the fast-paced, technologically driven environment we live in, this can be related to modern living. The cacophony of incessant messages frequently obscures moments of quiet and attentive listening and lightning fast discussions. But by adhering to these Stoic principles, being someone who genuinely appreciates and is aware of the importance of human connection will help you stand out. This strategy enhances your own relationship experiences while also making you more attractive. In conclusion, developing the skill of quiet is an essential first step in making them richer and more satisfying. Using Stoic life lessons to forge deeper bonds and captivate with sincerity by being truly present, demonstrating curiosity via listening and evoking a sense of wonder. This is a timeless lesson from the Stoics that can help you change the way you interact with others. Concept is still very applicable today, so the next time you have a talk, allow silence to lead you and observe the amazing impact it may have on your relationships. Establishing emotional bonds is the second key. For one to genuinely win over a woman's heart, one must establish profound emotional bonds. Understanding and communicating emotions is more than just having brief chats, as the Stoics tell us. It's about engaging in meaningful conversations that create true connections. The key to Stoic contentment is our capacity for genuine interaction and empathy with others. When you are open and honest about sharing your feelings and experiences, you exhibit a strength that emphasizes your genuineness and humanity. It's not about coming out as weak. Asking open-ended inquiries like, "What was the best part of your day and why?" is important since it shows authenticity, shows that you genuinely care about her feelings and ideas rather than just asking how her day was. Fostering a closer relationship, affirming her feelings is also essential. Appreciating and honoring her feelings when she opens out about something personal can significantly impact someone's life by expressing empathy. It's crucial because it demonstrates your appreciation and regard for her emotional world. It takes time, patience, and deliberate effort to establish these bonds. Think back to a time when you strengthened your friendship with someone by sharing a personal experience with them. This kind of transparency and sincerity can create strong, long-lasting relationships. Examine the tale of Jake, who appeared reticent and emotionally aloof in all of his relationships. He made the decision to talk about a difficult event he had once had. He opened out to his companion about his hopes, worries, and insecurities. They grew closer as a result of this honesty, and she returned the favor by telling her own tales. Their connection was changed by creating an environment where they both felt appreciated and understood during this emotional exchange. Demonstrating the strength of empathy and sensitivity in these emotional bonds are what give connections vitality and depth. They show what you're interested in, not simply the outward person, but also her inner self. The modern equivalent of Stoicism is this: it fosters meaningful relationships that improve our quality of life. How can you put this knowledge to use in your everyday encounters, and what actions can you take to demonstrate sincere interest and compassion in your interactions? Prior to us disclosing the third essential, please take a moment to join our community of brilliant minds by subscribing to our channel. Remember to like this video to ensure you don't miss any of our priceless guidance. Step 3. Apply the mirroring method. Suppose you're having a talk with someone you really want to get along with, like a possible partner, a buddy, or even a co-worker, one of the most potent but nuanced. The mirroring technique is one method you might employ to create this relationship. This technique delves into human psychology to produce a nearly mystical sensation of familiarity. Considering ease of communication with the individual you're interacting with, you might be curious about what precisely is mirroring. It all comes down to quietly mimicking the other person's movements, facial emotions, and speech intonation. When done correctly, it gives the impression that the other person is staring into a friendly mirror, which helps them feel comfortable and understood. First, let's explore the usefulness of this method in practice. Imagine having a discussion with a woman who crosses her arms while she speaks. You wait a few moments and then gently cross your arms too, rather than copying her right away. This small gesture may give her the impression that you two are thinking alike. If she laughs or smiles, return the favor by grinning or laughing as well. Being natural and subtle is key. You don't want to come across as making fun of someone or explicitly mimicking her. But mirroring isn't limited to just physical behavior. It's equally crucial to convey her feelings and vitality. If she seems vivacious and excited, on the other side, if she appears composed and thoughtful, strive to match her excitement. Change your attitude to one of calmness and thoughtfulness. This emotional mirroring is essential, since it demonstrates your ability to read her emotions and mental processes, which greatly strengthens your bond. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, as the Stoic philosopher and epic teacher once stated, so that by being attentive and echoing what we say, we can listen twice as much as we talk. Not only behaviors, but also feelings. You participate in a more profound and significant exchange. Think about this. You're having a lively conversation, and you've noticed that she makes a lot of hand motions. You begin to progressively use comparable hand gestures as she is making her arguments. Incorporating this non-verbal harmony into your communication can improve the flow of the discussion, and even in times of dispute, help both sides feel more involved and understood. Mirroring her cool manner during a heated conversation can be an effective tactic. You can demonstrate that you respect and comprehend her point of view, while also helping to diffuse possible conflict. The essence of the mirroring technique is still valid even if you disagree with it. Fits in well with the Stoic philosophy of harmony, with nature held by the ancient Stoics. Interacting with others, developing the skill of mirroring, not only improves your ability to communicate, but also represent the Stoic idea of comprehension and empathy, as Seneca famously stated. By copying others, we suffer more often in our minds than in real life. You support the development of a genuine sense of connection by assisting in the removal of people's imagined obstacles. Let's consider how this method can change the way you interact. Picture yourself at a social event. Feeling a little awkward, you strike up a conversation and start to adopt the casual stance of the other person. And kind grin, you can feel the tension release as a relaxed connection forms. This method is extremely useful for more than simply romantic endeavors. Efficient in all spheres of human communication, from establishing new connections to networking professionally. Have you ever attempted mirroring? If so, please share your experience. If not, kindly explain. If not, why not? Try it out in your next conversation and see how the dynamics alter. Moreover, using this method can result in self-improvement. Observing other people and their responses helps you develop social intelligence and self-awareness. It necessitates a degree of presence and consciousness that is very advantageous for personal development. Keep in mind that the purpose of mirroring is sincere understanding and connection rather than manipulation. By mimicking others and demonstrating flexibility and empathy, you innately become more likable and personable. Therefore, keep in mind the value of the mirroring approach the next time you find yourself in a conversation. Start small, pay attention, and watch how your interactions change. How do you believe employing strategies like mirroring and a Stoic attitude might help you prevail? Share your experiences and ideas while being Stoic in both your personal and professional life. And let's investigate how these ageless ideas could be used in the contemporary environment. Marcus Aurelius observed sagely to stop wasting time debating the qualities of a good man. Be one through the application of the mirroring technique in your conversations. You're moving in the direction of being a more sympathetic and proficient communicator, representing the real meaning of Stoicism. Utilizing the power of suspense is key for. The art of suspense is an often underutilized but incredibly powerful seduction strategy. Whereas transparency and instant fulfillment are frequently valued in contemporary culture, we learn the significance of self-control and purposeful information withholding from the Stoic philosophy. When applied to relationships, this Stoic life lesson can be immensely attractive. By withholding information at first, you can captivate them with your air of mystery. If you were telling someone about a fantastic trip, you could highlight a few things to pique their attention. Nevertheless, purposefully reserve certain fascinating things for later, such I'll tell you the specifics at a later time, but it was one of the most incredible events of my life. She becomes curious and full of expectation as a result, wanting to know more, and thus piqued her curiosity about you. The Stoics valued attentive listening. By posing open-ended inquiries that demonstrate your sincere curiosity in other people, and pay close attention to what she says without jumping to judgment, or situations you establish a relationship in which she feels heard and appreciated. This preserves your air of mystery while also encouraging a deeper connection. Suspense is another useful tactic when organizing dates, especially if she grows more interested in your ideas and experiences. Provide a few alluring suggestions rather than disclosing every aspect of your strategy. For example, if you were organizing a get-together, you could mention, "I have something special planned for this weekend. You'll adore it, I'm sure of it." This strategy creates good anticipation and enthusiasm, turning the date become an experience as opposed to merely an occasion. Part of your plan should be left up to surprise in order to make it memorable and interesting. Incorporating these Stoic life lessons into contemporary relationships not only enhances your attractiveness, but also exhibits a profound comprehension of human nature and how Stoicism interacts with it. If not a theory that honors moderation and acknowledges the strength of uncertainty, by using suspense to your advantage, you present yourself as a complex, fascinating person, someone who is endearing and thoughtful. This understated but effective tactic can significantly improve your interactions, making you someone she wants to spend more time getting to know so she can fully understand you. As Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth," so that by using this approach we can listen twice as much as we speak. You not only strengthen your bonds with her, but you also pique her curiosity and leave her eager to learn more about you. This ageless Stoic wisdom, when it is skillfully incorporated into our modern life, can change the way we approach relationships, resulting in deeper, more satisfying bonds. Key 5. Establish an air of exclusiveness and rarity. Creating a sense of rarity is the 6th step to captivating and attracting a lady. With exclusivity, this method leverages the idea of perceived worth in psychology. The ancient philosophers of the Stoics believed that what is rare and valuable recognized the importance of self-worth and the influence of being unavailable at all times. Can continue piquing others' curiosity and earning their respect by using this idea now can change the way you connect and increase your attractiveness. To begin, show that you value your time and commitments. Demonstrate that you have a full life filled with things you are enthusiastic about and that you are not always available. Make sure your time together seems special and highly anticipated when you do spend it together. For example, don't be afraid to let her know that you already have arrangements if she recommends meeting at the last minute. Even if your plans are as straightforward as curling up with a nice book, this quietly expresses that you value your time and hobbies in addition to exchanging unique experiences that are not conveniently reachable by all. Ask her to special occasions or activities, maybe a little get-together, a unique cultural event, or a trip to a hidden jewel in your city. Establishing these special times together serves to emphasize the notion that time spent with you is remarkable and unforgettable, but it's also important to keep things mysterious. Refrain from disclosing all of your personal information at once. Save some parts for yourself, or unannounced future initiatives, like if you're working on a fascinating project, make a compelling comment about it without giving away all the specifics, such as "I'm currently working on a highly fascinating project." perhaps I'll share more details with you later, might arouse intrigue and suspense in the fast-paced world of today. In situations where Stoicism and Stoic happiness are still applicable, it's critical to be selective in your dealings. Put yourself in the company of wonderful individuals who will inspire and encourage you. And fascinating people, your perceived worth rises, demonstrating your high standards. You carefully select the people you spend time with, as if you were organizing your week. You learn that you've got the opportunity to see a special lecture by a well-known author, but a woman you're interested in requests to spend time together that evening rather than changing your plans. You clarify your earlier promise and offer another time to meet. This action highlights your interests as well, but also quietly says that she values your time and now perceives you as having a happy life and great expectations which inevitably bring her closer. What incidents come to mind? It would be special and exclusive to discuss how you could keep things mysterious. By adopting these Stoic ideals without coming out as distant, you not only increase your own worth, can also forge deep, enduring bonds. The real takeaway from this is to realize that playing games isn't the only way to create a sense of exclusivity and rarity. It's about truly appreciating your time and yourself, as doing so inspires respect and admiration, resulting in more meaningful and profound connections. Key 6. Make active listening a habit. Have you ever pondered how your relationships can change if you adopt a Stoic mindset? One of the most effective techniques, especially for luring and establishing connections with women, is the ability of, while engaging in active listening, picture yourself in a world where interruptions are commonplace and real. Concentrated attention is uncommon. When you actively listen, you present something very alluring, your complete focus. This habit is not only essential to building deep relationships, but also firmly based in the Stoic school of thought. Active listening goes beyond merely hearing what is being said. It's about living in the present and getting to know the person in front of you. The Stoics advise us to concentrate on the things we can control, and one of those things is our attention. You embody a fundamental Stoic ideal by being totally present and in control of your attention, and foster an environment where the other person feels heard and respected. This kind of interaction may be really enticing, because it distinguishes you in a society where a lot of talks are hurried and shallow. Examine the insight of Epictetus, who stated that humans possess 2 ears and 1 mouth. In order for us to listen twice as much as we speak, this lovely quote sums up what active listening is. When you give listening priority over speaking, you exhibit empathy and respect, 2 qualities that are essential for developing rapport and trust. It's a behavior that demonstrates your interest in more than simply what the other person is saying, but also in their identity within the framework of relationships. The deeper levels of someone's ideas and feelings might be revealed through attentive listening. It makes it possible for you to engage with them more deeply and helps you comprehend their needs, desires and weaknesses that have the potential to be quite potent. You can forge a connection that transcends simple attraction by accepting and valuing these characteristics. How frequently do you find yourself considering your reaction while listening to someone else? If so, please share. If not, do not hesitate to comment. If not frequently, do so occasionally. By purposefully changing your attention, this widespread tendency can obstruct genuine connection. You must exercise some self-control in order to pay attention to anything the other person is saying. That Marcus Aurelius counseled not to spend any more time is highly esteemed in Stoic philosophy. Disagreeing on the qualities of a decent man in the context of talks, this entails exhibiting the qualities you strive for by being truly present and attentive. Furthermore, observing subtleties in tone is just as important to active listening as paying attention to what is being said. Body language, emotions, and this all-encompassing method of communication may provide information that words alone might not be able to. It demonstrates your sensitivity to the whole range of human emotion, which can greatly enrich your relationships and, more powerfully, consider the last instance when you were truly listened to. How did it make you feel? There's a good possibility it made an impact. This is the kind of effect that engaging in active listening may have on other people. It's a means of gaining Stoic knowledge in your dealings, which enhances your appearance. However, more revered and trustworthy active listening also calls for humility and patience. It's about setting aside your personal agenda and being receptive to other people's viewpoints and experiences. Seneca reminds us that the unconquerable strength of the mind. Gaining proficiency in active listening demonstrates your character strength. Something is exceptional and admirable since it demonstrates your value for the other person. Sufficient to devote your time and attention, your most valuable resource, to them as you hone this ability. You may discover that it improves not just your romantic relationships, but all aspect of your life. It can enhance the way you engage with friends, family, and co-workers, fostering stronger and more satisfying relationships. This behavior is consistent with the Stoic ideal of coexisting peacefully with others and advancing the common good. What difficulties have you encountered when engaging in active listening? After considering these queries, how do you believe this ability could alter your relationships? Can help you comprehend this Stoic notion more fully and apply it to your everyday life. You can change the way you connect with people by adopting a Stoic mindset and making an effort to actively listen, and leave a long-lasting, favorable impression on people around you. Seventh key: show genuine confidence. Genuine confidence is a widely appealing quality, yet, as the Stoic life lessons remind us, genuine confidence differs fundamentally from simple arrogance that stems from self-awareness. Stoic confidence, self-control, and inner strength come from inside. It compels respect without using bluster, as the great masters aptly observed. This perspective is essential. It doesn't matter what occurs to you. What counts is how you respond to it. In growing authentic self-assurance as opposed to conceit, which looks to others for approval, Stoic confidence is knowing who you are and staying calm in the face of criticism from others. This type of self-assurance is naturally appealing, since it represents a man who is in charge of his feelings and deeds, of a man who doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. This idea applies to being at ease in your own skin in the current world, and refraining from using flimsy methods, such begging for favors in social situations. Focus on listening to people and having meaningful conversations with them, rather than bragging about your accomplishments. This shows that you appreciate their opinions and presence, which enhances your attraction. Additionally, by exercising self-control and refraining from responding rashly to difficulties, you exhibit incredibly appealing traits of stability and dependability. Recall that genuine confidence comes from staying loyal to who you are and refusing to allow other people dictate. Your interactions with women could completely change if you adopt this Stoic approach to confidence in yourself. Men who ooze quiet power and dependability tend to attract women, qualities that are developed by Stoicism by accepting its life lessons. You get the grace and composure necessary to negotiate the complexity of relationships. You turn into the anchor of stability and support, the calm in the storm. For those around you, this kind of presence is not only appealing, but also incredibly comforting. Additionally, comprehending Stoicism and applying its tenets to your everyday existence keeps you from being carried away by the highs and helps you remain grounded and focused and lows of romantic endeavors. You manage to stay steady and grounded. This dependability is essential to creating deep friendships. When you don't look to other people for approval and you know how valuable you are. Ultimately, by projecting genuine confidence, you draw people who respect you for who you are. You unlock a potent Stoic secret that not only makes you look more appealing, but also enhances your personal development, as this self-assurance derived from inner strength and self-awareness is a magnet for full life and meaningful relationships. As you carry on studying Stoicism and putting its lessons into practice, you'll discover that these Stoic life truths apply to more than merely luring ladies. However, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. So welcome this adventure with an open mind and heart, and allow the Stoic knowledge to lead you to a life of strength, purpose, and genuine relationships. Conclusion: 7 Stoic life lessons. How to use your weaknesses to seduce women. Keep in mind that the objective is to create ties based on understanding rather than just attracting people, respect and admiration, as we've revealed the 7 nuanced yet potent Stoic ways to draw a woman by figuring out what she really wants. We appreciate you watching Win Stoic. If you think these pointers are useful, please remember to subscribe and like the video. Comment with your experiences and ideas for more articles on Stoic philosophy and personal growth. We would love to read your experiences with these concepts below and respond to you. Most essential, keep in mind that authenticity is the key to true attraction power, and to respect others, continue to learn, grow, and explore. You'll notice improvements in every relationship you have. See you soon for another motivational video. Observe caution and keep your soul in cultivation.